I mean, look at this art style. Of course, there's an anime opening. Back in the early 2000s, Shin-chan used to air, and I'd watch it whenever it was on. I think it was on Fox Kids, and then that Fox Kids became Jetix. But anyway, this was a show I used to watch. So I was a bit surprised to see video games for it. And when I saw it was on sale for about 12 quid, I decided to pick it up. This would have been so sick to play when I was younger. Like when the nostalgia for this hit harder when I was 16. Well, how old was I when I actually watched this? This was like really early 2000s. So maybe 6. Anyway, the game then actually starts, and it's the opening, right? So we're just being introduced to like the mechanics and just meeting people. For example, we've got bug catching going on. We meet this dude, and obviously it's a video game, so we discover running. Are we down here? All right, off I go. There's just people standing here menacingly. Oh my god, this is like Shin Megami Tensei, the actual like main series, not the Persona spin-offs. It's like, oh, it's a little boy. What? 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 I was trying to run faster. Why is this in the game? Why is this in the game? I mean, like, I know why, but why is it the sprint animation? We then meet nice bug lady over here who really likes bugs. Alright. And yeah, just your standard first day. The game so far seemed like it was just about collecting things. I'm not really a completionist. I mean, one of my gaming eras was the Xbox 360, and if I was not an achievement hunter or completionist back then, I knew I never would be. But I guess it's cool that they have this in the game. But it basically takes form of an encyclopedia that you can flick through. We can see there's going to be fishing, rocks, and veggies. The introduction continues, and there's a time mechanic in this game. Basically, as you're going through sections, time passes. So we have the standard day, evening and night as well, which is cool. And because it's just turned evening, we end up going exploring. Although the area we can look around is a bit limited. For example, we run into this kid. And yeah, Prince is like, hey, you're gonna need some fish if you want to get through here. We just got here, so we don't know how to fish yet, so I pretended I didn't see that and just went on with my day. Or evening, I guess. Anyway, so we'd look at today's haul, hand it in, and we get pocket money for it. And so we end up earning 100 something yen, which is, I think, translates to like £1.50, which if you're 5 is a lot of goddamn money. Like, damn. Well, maybe not in this economy, but still, that I remember £1 being a lot back in the day. It's the difference about being an adult and a kid. You have curfews. One thing that I really liked about this game is how it leans into its slice of life elements a lot. So right now we're watching Shin-chan's dad go on TV. So the whole story is that they're actually visiting his dad's parents. That's the grandpa and grandma there. And it's just like a nice, serene little moment to have in the game. And the game's full of these. It just kind of adds to it a bit and doesn't make the game world feel dead. You know, it's a nice little cozy slice of life kind of thing. And like I mentioned before, we can actually explore at night, but the night exploration right now is a little limited. So we just end up going to bed. This is such a comfy game. I'm just surprised. I don't know who this game is for, because the mechanics are really stripped back so far. I'm just catching bugs. So you feel like it's just a kid's game just to like roam around in, and Shin-chan's are so... I don't know if Shin-chan is still popular in Japan, that kids would still play it. But then like the game is like intentionally so cozy, where then it feels like it is kind of targeted at adults. It's a new day and fishing's actually unlocked, so we can go ahead and do that. Time won't pass as long as I stay here, so I should be fine. Time only passes when I move across the maps. Yeah, I don't have to do anything, I don't think. I got the Masu Salmon. We end up actually getting the fish, but I want to do a bit more exploring because I haven't seen everything yet. And surprise, surprise, just like a Dark Souls boss, I run into someone else and I'm blocked. Anyway, this is Rose, or as she says. And yeah, we have to find secret words, which basically implies there's actually a couple other guys I'm going to run into, and I need to do whatever quest they want me to do to unlock the secret words, which will let me through this bridge. I mean, like, she's not forgetting through Shin-chan. Look at Shin-chan. Those are cauliflower ears. Anyway, I go back to Prince and hand over the fish, and he's just telling me how you can eat it, which is, I don't know what else I was expecting. But yeah, I guess if you're fishing, you would eat the fish. Why not? All right, so there's a new area we can go explore. Get out of the way while I'm filling with the paddies with water. Okay, so I can't go there yet, despite that massive shiny thing right there. So now we've actually got the new area to explore, and I know I'm looking for 2 more kids. So now I actually finally run into Ace, and Ace's whole shtick is I have to catch a beetle, which is like, okay, yeah, fair enough. That sounds like something a 5-year-old Japanese kid would do. So, and I'm guessing a beetle will be in the mountains, so I go into the mountains, and guess who's there? Champ. And what does Champ want? Champ wants vegetables. Fish? Okay. Beetles? Whatever. Vegetables? Alright, kid. Anyway, I have no idea where to actually get these vegetables. Apparently there's red vegetables behind him, and if there are red vegetables behind you, why don't you just let me go past to get the vegetables? But then I actually hear a train coming, I start heading over because I want to see the whole cutscene for it, because I think it's cool. You know, if it's a slice of life game, might as well lean into it. Anyway, after that hard day of doing nothing, we have a little R&R with Granddad, and he talks to us about the friendship stone, which Shin-chan mishears, and we call it the cheeky stone, which to me sounds like the cheeky girls, which once again is a 2000s throwback. I think I'm in a nostalgic mood, so anything that triggers anything from that period, I'm just going to reference, so apologies in advance. Anyway, I wrap up the night with some fishing. God, child labor is so hard. I just really like the cutscenes in this game. It just really brings everything together. I know I know it's just like nothing, but I think it's cool. Oh, and then Shiro, our little dog, barks and then runs away. Where you going, boy? Where you going? Anyway, Shiro comes back and guess what? He's got a stone. I wonder what this means. It looks like a butt, but it's supposed to be a heart, right? He then barks and runs off, so we go follow him. Shin-chan's gonna start his catch to 5. Oh, there's a railway. Oh, the mine cut. Oh, huh? What the? Oh. Oh, we're going in. Oh, okay. Fair enough.
Shiro, 勝手に乗っちゃダメだぞ.
He says while jumping in. Oh, you're on an adventure. Okay, off we go. And guess what? We get hit with a second anime opening. And I actually really like this one. I don't know. It just feels really cozy. And also, I just like Shiro staring out the window like the dog he is. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, this is so silly. I love it. For me, no, actually like 11 years ago, maybe. Like I played this when I was 19. This would have been amazing. I feel like we've technically been kidding. What the hell is this? Right, I wasn't expecting this. I can't read that. Is that the game? Shin-chan and the Shiro and the coal mine. So we end up arriving at a new area and it feels like we've been kidnapped by the ghost train carriage, but Shiro just leads us off and we make a new friend. And anyway, apparently she needs help and then Shin-chan came to the rescue, or Shiro got Shin-chan. Anyway, the story, so there's actually a bit more of a story. I was a bit worried we were just going to be stuck in the village and it would be doing small little chore errands kind of stuff, which I thought, well, 12 quid's a lot of money for a game like that. But no, we actually have a bit of plot going on. Guess what? We get to see the villain in this game, who's ominously called Chuck. Sumi takes us to a diner or a restaurant, I guess, with the nice lady owner. And they talk a bit about the town and it's all like, oh, you know, this town's famous guardian spirit or something is a white dog and there was a hero in the past. Oh, I wonder who that is. Oh, I'll never guess. Basically, she wants to take us to like this famous inventor person, but the place is full of junk. But before we can get in, we're not allowed through the back entrance, even though Sumi is. Sumi, what the hell? And this guy won't let us in unless he gets some food, which completely relatable. This would be me in real life. Thankfully, we've got fish on hand, so we get Yosoi to cook it for us and we hand it over. And then we get to meet the inventor who's called Yuri, and obviously Shin-chan is completely smitten. And she gives us a little backstory about how she's an inventor and she's such a great inventor and she's done all this stuff. But now we have to pick up items for her to help invent stuff. The only problem with this game is that things don't randomly drop, but the shiny stuff on the floor are the drops you can get. And depending on the area you're in, you get certain drops, but it is just a bit of wandering around hoping they drop it and you pick them up. Well, for a game where you're supposed to like take your time and enjoy yourself, that's nice, but in this town so far, there isn't much to do once you've spoken to everyone. Just having to kind of pointlessly wander around hoping for a drop is a bit, yeah, but you know, we end up going through it. Anyway, she wants to show off her inventing abilities, so we have to go pick up a few things. She doesn't tell us exactly what it is yet, so it's a nice mystery surprise. And, hey presto, what do we have? Oh, a Jajang. So after we wrap that up, we get to finally go home. What's interesting at this point is that when you come back from the town, you get this cutscene where Shin-chan just wakes up. You don't see him come back in the carriage. Okay, so we know that place must exist because Shiro's getting dirty. Sumi cleaned him up. Oh, is this a new friend? Yeah. I met her in Call Town. I've never heard of that town. We then show Shin-chan's Gramps the stone that he got earlier. And he goes, actually, I have no idea what that stone looks like. What's also cool is that even though you go to the town, you still have the nighttime period. So it's not like Shin Megami Tensei or Persona, where, you know, once you go to Tartarus or you go to the dungeon, that's the end of the day. In Shin Megami Tensei-chan, you can still wander around at night and interact with people, which was, again, just really adds to the whole slice of life element. I really miss being a stupid little kid during summer holidays, you know? It's really nice. Anyway, it's a new day and we're not actually going to the village today. We're doing a lot more just wandering around. Before that, we helped Grandma with getting the vegetables out. So this introduces the farming mechanic, I guess, which is just you put the vegetables on and then you just do a little watering. Just a normal way to water everyone. If you could water like this in Stardew Valley, oh my god, that would have been so good. Didn't have to wait ages to make sprinklers. Anyway, we then encounter Mama at the food stall and she's a little smitten. Mother, you are a married woman with 2 kids. Anyway, there's a whole bulletin board section where you can trade stuff in for items or money, which is cool. You'd have to go around hunting for stuff forever if you already got like some common items. Shin. And actually, wait, I can go to Call Town, so I go back. We get our second innocuous quest, and it's basically the diner just needs more customers. And despite talking to NPCs who say they love the diner, I guess we're going to go to Yuri. Yuri's like, yeah, just grab me all this and I'll make you something. I'll make you something that'll help. And I was like, all right, okay, thanks, Yuri. What's interesting is at this point, it opens up the shopping mechanic. So now that the pocket money that I'm cashing in from handing in stuff to the encyclopedia is coming in handy, candy, and I can end up just buying this small dog from this dude. For some reason, as soon as we buy it, Shin-chan just is like, you know what, that was too much for me, and he just ends up passing out and waking up again. Well, we get a nice little like brushing your teeth scene. I don't know why. I don't like I said, the small scenes are just so nice. So the next day, I haven't actually forgotten about all the other quests in our hometown. I'm gonna say hometown and cool town. I haven't forgotten about the quests in the main town. So we end up giving Champ his leaf, hope you're happy, which opens up the mountains, which apparently has rare stuff. And oh my god, the art style is just so nice. And because we end up opening up the mountains, we get the beetle, and then we can hand it to 8, and that opens up another side. So I'm just going about and looking at stuff at this point, really, which is cool. It's a nice, relaxing map. And then because I've managed to beat all the mini bosses, I can now finally take on the final boss. We are Maga Ranger Z. Magazinger. How do you read this word? They said Maga Ranger, but it's spelled Magazinger. What the hell's going on? I forgot about the Power Ranger poses. Do you remember? Did anyone watch Power Rangers, like, all the different iterations of them? I remember the dinosaur one. I remember, like, a futuristic police one. I'm pro Magazine or Z or whatever they were called. I'm pro MAGA. I'm pro MAGA now, guys. You know what? I approve of this. Oh my god, this is such a beautiful area. And it opens up this place, which might actually be my favorite section of the map. Maybe it's because it's evening as well, but it's just so beautiful. So basically at this point, I've got like a fill of the game. Yeah, we haven't really gone too much into Cool Town's lore, but this is a nice slice of life game that I think for me is kind of like a second monitor kind of game. You know, I'm watching maybe a relaxing show in the background, or I feel like maybe it's more like a handheld kind of game if I owned a Steam Deck or something, and it's before I go to bed, I'd clock in like 20 minutes of this. I'm not going to play it anymore for the channel because I don't think there's any point, you know. I'm not like summarizing the entire story or anything. But yeah, fun game. I'm really glad I actually kind of bought it, and I imagine I might be playing it during quieter moments in my summer evenings this year. So yeah, pleasantly surprised. Oh, we can help out child labor. We love it.